Factions can be a little bit tough to understand, and prior to the reset release, you're probably willing to learn how to play, or if you're a pro already, you already know what you're doing. I'm gonna go and cover more than 15 vital but basic points to get started on the ExtremeCraft faction server. By the way, I left timestamps in this video so you can go check out a specific part of this tutorial. You can't begin factions without a faction, right? To make a faction, you'll need to do /f create and specify a name of your faction of your choice. I'm gonna go with this, and a faction is now made. Faction descriptions are visible to anybody when they do /ff. So to set your faction's description, all you need to do is do /f description and add the text of your choice, and the description is now set. Like I said earlier, your faction description is visible to anybody when they do /ff. But you do see a lot of other information about that specific faction like ID, flags, land, power, max power, total land by reward, bank, player tax, upkeep tax, and your online and offline faction members. Having people in your faction is pretty important. Your friends can help you lead you to the top and help out with other stuff too. First, what you need to do is grab a friend or two. You can invite your friend into your faction by doing /f invite add and state your friend's username. Now that you invited your friend can join your faction with the invitation by doing /f join. Now that you invited your friend can join the faction with the invitation by doing /f join and specifying your faction. And now they should be in your faction as your fellow recruit. Don't have anybody to join a faction with? Notify people in the chat that you're looking for a faction to join in with /FLLF, which stands for /F looking for a faction. Now that you have people in your faction, as a faction leader, you may promote or demote your recruits from certain ranks in your faction. To promote someone, you can do /F promote and state their username to promote someone in your faction. For whatever reason you need to demote them, you can use /F demote, state their username, and they should go back to the rank below their previous rank. Every rank in a faction has different permissions. In the chat, it will show every permission that a rank has. If you're not familiar with the ranks, there is a leader, co-leader, officer, member, recruit, and also enemy and ally, and some additional ones like all and neutral. To see faction permissions, do /F perm show. To modify permissions, you can do, for example, /F perm set build members yes or no. Where it says members, you can change that to any other rank that I stated earlier. You can also kick people from your faction by doing /F kick and state their username, and they should be removed from your faction. You can also leave a faction if you join the faction by doing /F leave, and it will prompt in the chat that you have left the faction. If you own a faction and you want to delete it, you can do /F disband. Pretty sure every faction has an enemy or an ally, and you want to mark someone as either one of those, right? To enemy a faction, you can do /F enemy and state the faction name. To truce a faction, you can do /F truce, state the faction name, and if you want to ally with a faction, you can do /F ally and state the faction name also. Your faction has a bank and you can take and add money into the faction. Even when you disband your faction, your money all transfer back to the normal balance as a faction leader. To deposit money from your faction, you can do /F money deposit and state the amount. To withdraw money from your faction, you can do /F money withdraw and state the amount. To check your faction balance, do /F balance or /F bal for short. You can claim areas in the wilderness and I can show you how. To claim a chunk, do /F claim 1. In the chat, you'll see that you have brought a chunk. Make sure that you have enough money in your faction to claim. To automatically claim land as you walk, you can do /F claim auto, and claiming will be enabled. As you walk around you should be able to purchase chunks of land. Of course, do the command again to disable it so you don't really purchase land for absolutely zero reason. To unclaim a chunk, you can do /F unclaim 1. It will say in the chat that you have sold your land to the wilderness. To see a faction map, you can do /F map. To see your faction's chunk, do /FSC, and you should have this lovely light show. You can set warps for your faction by doing /F set warp. Everyone in your faction can access this warp. To set your own home, do /F set home, and only you will have access to it. To teleport to your warp, do /F warp. And to also teleport to your home, do /F home. You can set flags in a faction. To do this, you can do, for example, /F flag set friendly fire yes to enable friendly fire. To see the list of faction flags, do /F flag list and specify the page number to go to that specific page number. Your faction can share votes. Votes are extra storage, just like your rank votes. To access the faction votes, you can do /F vault. You have the ability to fly in your claim land. To do this, do /F fly. You also have inspection logs with the command code /F inspect and /F inspect chunk. It's like your own block log to see who did what, like destroy or place things in that specific chunk. Your usual events can occur like Drop Party that happens every month that you can receive free items as they drop at /Warp Drop Party. Boss Fight, where players can use boss summoner items to spawn bosses in Warp Boss Fight, and a person that gets the most damage will receive rewards like keys and so much more. CTA, which can happen when there's enough votes on CTA Vote, for a Capture the Arena event that occurs in a specific area, for example /Go PvP. There's also envoys that spawn randomly every 1 hour when there's a lot of loot in that specific area. Coordinates are given so you can go find it. You can always know when an envoy is spawned when it's announced in chat, so good luck finding that. Remember to view the faction rules by reading /rules. Things happen all the time in factions, like all the time. If you have an issue, remember to always use /report to report your issue or /help pop to message online staff. Things like scamming from OP factions to factions is allowed. Cross-server scams like factions to survival is not allowed. There you go. These are the vital but basic points to start your factions journey. There are so much in factions you can learn, but this is the basic tutorial, so let us know if you'd like to see a more advanced tutorial. That'll be all, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye!